Long Inner Transformation Group, giving you a big and beautiful shout out on this, what are we at, Thursday here in Honolulu, Hawaii. And we're jumping on doing a quick live stream for gratitude for business owners. Now, this topic, gratitude, is very similar to the topic on forgiveness. And the reason I say that is we've all heard about the benefits of forgiveness and we've all heard about the benefits of gratitude. But my question to each and every one of you, including myself, is are we practicing the forgiveness and are we practicing the gratitude? The analogy I like to give people is if you had the best gym equipment and a personal chef that could make you the best food with the best ingredients, but you don't utilize any of that, are you going to get into the fittest, healthiest, sexiest shape of your life? Probably not, right? So if you're going to derive the benefits of forgiveness, you have to practice it. If you're going to derive the benefits of gratitude, you have to practice it. And I actually had a very profound experience with gratitude many years ago at an Arhatic yoga retreat in Bovina, New York, with one of my masters, or actually two of my masters, in Pranic healing and Arhatic yoga. And basically, we were doing 21 days of gratitude practice. Every single morning, it was a 21-day retreat, so every single morning for about an hour, we would have a small lecture on gratitude, and then we would have the practice of gratitude, and that would take about an hour. And I was all about it because I was like, I keep hearing about gratitude, the importance of gratitude, the benefits of gratitude, how easy gratitude is to practice. It's got to, like, this is going to be totally life transformative. So first day goes by, don't notice too many things. Second day, third day, fourth day goes by, didn't notice too many things. I was like, I thought this whole gratitude thing was supposed to be really beneficial and helpful, but all right, we're not there quite yet. Right around day 14 of gratitude, because by the way, every day was a different topic of what to be grateful for. So being grateful for our physical body, being grateful for our family, being grateful for our profession, being grateful, this was an interesting one, being grateful for the air that we breathe. So there was a whole lecture connected to that. And so on day 14, we're talking about gratitude for the heart. I was like, gratitude for the heart? I was like, what aspect of the heart? Okay, gratitude for the physical heart, for the physical durability of being able to pump blood throughout my body from the moment I was conceived or, started forming my heart until the present moment in time. Okay, so the physical heart's done a lot. I can be grateful for that. But something I began to notice that I've never noticed at any other point before this and a couple times after this. As we were sitting in class, being aware of the heart and letting the heart connect to the energy of gratitude for the heart itself, gratitude for the physical heart, gratitude for the emotional heart, gratitude for the ability to feel love, right? So the aspects of the heart. All of a sudden, my heart started to expand. Not physically, by the way. Energetically, my heart started to expand. And I felt this really tense pressure that, funny enough, was building up from day 1 to day 5 to day 7 to day, right? All the way up. It was building up. And I remember talking with one of the masters on a break, and I said, practicing this gratitude stuff actually makes my heart hurt. And she goes, okay. It's old trauma coming out. Because in the process, so when we're traumatized by negative experiences, and as a business owner, you can probably come up with 3 or 4 negative experiences you've had starting your business, building your business, working with vendors, suppliers, issues with employees, not having the right employees, right? That's a whole topic in and of itself of, of challenges that we've had building our businesses. But as we experience setbacks and negative experiences in our lives, it creates trauma, and trauma energetically are like, how to put this, how do I put this? Our energy body creates little flecks that are like shields that protect the heart or protect a chakra from having the same kind of invasive experience. It's kind of like if you hit somebody in the face 3 times in a row, and the fourth time, they're probably gonna like flinch and like put up their hands, right? Because they're like, I don't wanna feel this pain again. So the energy body does something similar with the energy around the chakras. So that creates a calcification around the chakra. So if the chakra wants to expand to greater levels of happiness, of joy, of enthusiasm, etc., it has to grow past that pain and that traumatic energy around it. Does that make sense? So as I was practicing the gratitude from day 1 up until day 13, there's a stretching period taking place and it doesn't feel so comfortable. And I've had this happen with other clients over the years. So on day 14, we're focusing specifically on the heart, and then all of a sudden, I'm feeling the heart's expanding. I'm not feeling the pain so much. I'm feeling it less. I'm feeling it less. And then the heart expands like tremendously. And I felt so much peace and so much bliss and so much joy in that moment that I was like, aha, this is what people are probably talking about, of the benefits of practicing gratitude that I had never been able to experience before. So again, going back to the two things I hear most often that people know about but practice the least, at least my experience of training people and healing people and working with people for 20 years, everyone knows about gratitude but doesn't really practice it systematically. And everyone knows about forgiveness but doesn't practice it systematically. So in that 21-day retreat and doing 21 hours of gratitude in different aspects of life, it was really transformative, it was really healing, and it gave me a new appreciation for the practice of gratitude. So how can we practice gratitude in a systematic way where we will derive the benefits of it, as opposed to, yeah, I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my employees, I'm grateful for my earnings, my income, etc., right? What I would recommend is you simply get out, I have a little tiny pad in front of me. It's usually what I use to take notes with clients. So a little pad, it can be a bigger pad, doesn't have to be so small. So you have a bigger pad, you have a pen, and then you write out, I am grateful for ... Then you would start writing what you're grateful for. And this, I work with business owners, executives, intelligent people that have overcome a lot in their lives. And what I'm to this day still fascinated by is that when you say, okay, write out 10 things that you're grateful for, they're like, I only came up with 7. I only came up with 5. I'm actually having a hard time going past the first sentence. And I think to myself, you've been so conditioned to be striving for success, and you haven't conditioned your energy body and your psychology to be grateful. It's not a fault to them, it's just the environment that they were kind of brought into. So when I say write down, I am grateful for, it can be anything. It doesn't matter. It can be, I'm grateful for this Hawaii shirt. I'm grateful for a nice microphone. I'm grateful for an opportunity to spend time with my kids, 5 days a week or on the weekends. Anything that you're grateful for that brings a smile to your face is good enough. And then after you go through line 1, you go to line 2. I am grateful for, and then you come up with something else. You can say, I'm grateful for my bluish gray eyes. I've always liked that quality about myself. I had nothing to do with it, by the way. Thank my parents. Go to line 3. I am grateful for increased vitality. Okay? And you go line by line until you hit 10, right? So you have sentence 1 all the way to sentence 10. Now you go back, and here's where it gets interesting. Here's where you don't really see this in books. It's more experiential, right? So you go back to, and I wrote, okay, I'm grateful for my bluish gray eyes, right? Brings a smile to my face. And then rather than saying thank you from the ajna, or thank you from the throat, or thank you from the mind, right, because these two chakras are connected to the mental body, you're going to be aware of your heart, and you're going to say thank you, thank you, thank you from the heart internally. So you go to line 1, I am grateful for ... be aware of the heart, and then saying thank you from the heart 3 times, be still for a moment, and then go to the next item. I am grateful for dot, 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 be aware of the heart, thank you, thank you, thank you. Then you go to the next one. I am grateful for, dot, 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 thank you, thank you, thank you. Be still for a moment. And you do that through your entire list, 1 through 10. It will be transformative. Now, you guys know I'm a big believer of this, and I'm going to always remind you in the lives, in our one-on-one sessions, our group sessions, our healing programs, anything that I do, it's about practical spirituality. It's great to listen to someone. It's great to get inspiration. It's great to get more knowledge from somebody like, oh, I didn't know about that. Oh, I didn't know the throat chakra and the ajna chakra are connected to the mental body. That's really interesting. Oh, so well, we have the mental body and we have the emotional body. So which chakras are connected to the emotional body? Well, he's talking about the heart a lot. So probably the heart. What else? Solar plexus. Oh, wow, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. All well and good. But what I want you guys to have, what transforms somebody deeply and profoundly in my 20 years of doing this work, is actually doing the thing and having the experience of the thing that will transform you. So meaning we can talk about meditation for hours, but if you just sat down and meditated once, you would have a much better experiential understanding of meditation. Does that make sense? We can talk about, we can read 100 books on nutrition, but never actually change our nutrition, so we don't get the benefits. We can read 100 books on fitness, never exercise, never get the benefits. We can read 100 books on entrepreneurship, never start a business, never create a product or service, never sell it to anybody, never market to anybody, so we don't really get the benefit of it, right? So the gratitude practice is, I'm going to encourage you, you can rewatch this right when you get off. You can start, okay, here's my pad, here's my pen. Number 1, I am grateful for. Then you write out all 10 items I am grateful for. Then you go back to the first item, I am grateful for. Be aware of the heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The heart itself is saying thank you. And then go to number 2. Do the same thing for 3, for 4, for 5, all the way through down to 10. And it will be transformative for you. You will have a greater appreciation, understanding, and experience of gratitude doing that thing than reading 10 books on gratitude. Does that make sense? It's very, very important. So I always want to encourage each and every one of you to practice what you're learning. That's why my teacher, Grandmaster Choa Kuk Sui, says you don't need hundreds of techniques to become enlightened. You need a few techniques that are powerful, that are advanced, that you practice regularly. That's it, right? So in the context of business ownership, you could sit down and say, I am grateful for the customers that I've served in the past. I am grateful for the convenient location of my office space. I am grateful for my business partner. I am grateful for the employees that I have hired. I am grateful for, and this is where the nuances can come into play, I am grateful for the employee that we had to fire because it was the right thing to do. Or I'm grateful for that particular employee who quit because it was the right thing for the business. I am grateful for, here's the next nuance. This took me maybe a month or so of practicing gratitude regularly to get this into my awareness. And I was like, and it just happened, right? It was like, wow, this is amazing. I am grateful for future events, future interactions, future things. So I was practicing gratitude for things that had not occurred. So you can practice gratitude for things that have happened in the past. You can practice gratitude for things that are currently happening. You can practice gratitude for things that have yet to happen, yet to materialize. The goal is to activate your heart through the process. Now, we could give an entirely separate live stream on the benefits of the heart, which are, for lack of a better way of saying it, immeasurable. It's kind of why we do everything that we do in life anyways. It's as one of my teachers would say, the wisdom is in the heart, the secrets are in the heart, healing is in the heart, right? You ask people the question, what is love? Not the song from the early 90s, but what is love in this context? Love, from the pranic healing standpoint, means to protect, to provide, and to preserve. So when you love somebody, it's always an action. It's always an action word. Love is always a verb. It's always a doing of something. It's to protect something, to provide for something, or to preserve something. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you get benefit out of it. If you got benefit out of it, please share it with somebody else in your social network, whether it's on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I was going to say Instacart for some reason. I use them here in Hawaii. Super convenient instead of getting stuck in traffic. For those of you who not know, I live about 2 miles away from the busiest Costco in the entire world. You can look it up. It's in Honolulu, Hawaii. And going there is quite the adventure. So I prefer just to do Instacart. I pay for somebody to go get the stuff and then bring it to my doorstep. And I'm very, very grateful for that because it saves me time and I wouldn't say necessarily stress. I'm not really stressed doing those kinds of things, but it's just the time factor of like going down there. Not interested. So on that note, lots of love to you guys. For any business owner or executive who's looking for healing for themselves or looking for healing for their employees or people in their business or healing for their business in and of itself, feel free to reach out to me at innertransformationgroup.com. We have all kinds of offerings for business owners, for executives, etc. And I look forward to serving you guys there. So this is Christian Long with the Inner Transformation Group, wishing you a beautiful day, a beautiful week, and a beautiful life. Atma, namaste. Bye-bye.